This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by Wild Alaskan Company. Healthy, affordable, convenient fish right to your door. Get $15 off with code WILD15. Liquid Web, one of the top hosting providers around. Save $49 off all VPS plans with code BINGO49. Nectar Sleep, the last mattress you'll ever need to buy. Get $100 off with code GWFIT100.
Tire Bar. Get tires shipped to an installer of your choice. Get 5% off with code MMA5.
Defense Soap, the world's best soap for wrestlers, jiu-jitsu, and MMA athletes. Use code MMA Nuts for 15% off.
Hey fans, MMA Nuts, episode 471.
471.
My name is Ingo Weigold.
Matt Gross on my show. By our fans, for our fans, walk the line between serious and ridiculous.
Okay.
I'm such a simple man. I had to restart the show just so we could have that in there yet again.
Yes, it's good. It's all good. How's it going, Matt? How's the quarantine treating you?
Phenomenal.
Yes?
I have no qualms. I would like to.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. I'm working out more. That's a good thing. But I'm
Eating
also
more?
eating twice as much. So. It's a losing battle. I can't quite win right now.
I don't think you can outwork a bad diet.
You can't. You can't. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to fucking step up my workouts to like 3 times a day. I'm going to start doing doubles and triples if I have to.
Okay. Cardio 6 hours a day. But you're going to be eating cheeseburgers while you're on the bike.
Well, I'm going to do at least an hour of cardio and a half hour of sauna on top of whatever weight workouts I'm doing.
Okay. So you consider a sauna a workout, yeah?
It is. Half hour, yeah.
Okay.
Because if there's a day I feel like shit, I'm at least doing 30 minutes in the sauna.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm lucky to have some of this shit in my house. As I talk to my brother, and he's buying, like, you gotta remember my brother's a big dude. He's 6'5", 250, so he's out there. He's buying the heavy-duty TRX fucking... I'm like, are you going to rip your goddamn door off the hinges with this thing? He's like, I was using it the other day, and I heard some, like, stress fractures, I think, in the aluminum door frame, and like, oh, no. So he can't go fucking hog wild on it, but he got that, and then he said he got, like, a high-tech version of an Aerodyne bike to do cardio, because he's out in California, so he's out there paddle boarding, which, you know, you can do it. I think they locked everything down, but he's out there.
All the parks are closed. You're not supposed to leave your house and shit.
Well, he knows people, and he's on like a private beach. So
people are getting fined thousands of dollars for being out of their house.
That's a shame. I think you should be fine if you're going to a fucking beach. I don't think you should be locked down. If you're maintaining your distance.
That's right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So what about you? What's going on? You doing all right over there?
I'm struggling. Not really. This is hard.
Why?
It's torture, man.
It'll all work out.
I'm a very social person, and I cannot be social. Like this doesn't do it for me. Like over the computer, it does not even wet my whistle as it comes to social interactions. I've talked to people, but I need to be able to go places and explore things and see people. And
maybe go to like a drive-through and have a conversation with the drive-through people.
No, man.
Like, hey man, what's going on in there? You cooking up all the fries? You making shit happen? How about a Frosty or two?
Yeah, no. I'm doing weird shit, like driving to another town and walking back like 20 miles away, like 6-7 hour walks and shit like this. Because I don't know, I need to feel like I'm going somewhere, man.
I hear you. Or just work out more. I mean, that's the other option too. That's what I'm trying.
The problem is though, this whole thing has made me feel a little, I don't know, like I lost my oomph, you know, a little bit. So you're like, it's a chore some days to even get moving, you know. So workouts were easier before all this shit happened. Now I have to wear masks around. I mean, it's the whole thing.
It's awkward, but I mean, I would say it's probably 50-60% of people now are wearing a fucking mask out.
Maybe more. When I was at the grocery store over the weekend, it was pretty much 100%, except for a couple rebels who everyone was staring at for not wearing a mask.
Yeah, you're the freak if you're not wearing a mask now, which is weird because just a couple of weeks you were the freak who was wearing the mask.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's uncomfortable.
But
I went to Walgreens the other day, and the drive-through line was so long I couldn't even like pull in, so it had to be at least 8 cars deep to go pick up fucking prescriptions. So I said, fuck it. I ended up going in the store. Like, talk about feeling uncomfortable. I don't like going into the pharmacy store now because I feel like that's where the most amount of sick people are going to be. You don't want to be in there. Yes.
I go to the pharmacy by my house, and no one's ever in there. I go at like weird hours, and I've been buying way overpriced groceries and milk from there because it just seems safer.
Yeah.
Versus going to the checkout line at the local Jewel or whatever.
Yeah, I think the other thing that's frustrating is I can only buy 2 dozen eggs at a time at every fucking store. So I have to go to multiple stores to buy what I would regularly need in eggs because I haven't been to a Sam's Club in a while. And there you can buy 7.5 dozen eggs in one fucking box.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to make a venture back out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions. I guess it's for the better, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they should have been doing that shit months ago when people were hoarding all the toilet paper and buying all the water. You could just, but I think they were happy with the sales. Everyone's going, "Fuck, this is great! We're getting all these sales, woo!" Yeah, now what? Now what? Now the people are trying to return all the fucking toilet paper and the fucking $80 of fucking butt wipes that I bought that are not flushable. But I put those all in our cars now, so I use that as my hand wipes.
All right. That's a good move.
Hand wipes and all that shit. So
it's the new normal, Matt. Hopefully this, what we're doing right now, is not the new normal. I mean, I could do this like once a month or something, but it's nice to see in person. This kind of sucks.
Yeah, this may be all of 2020.
Don't say that, Matt. Don't say that.
It'll all work out. How's that?
Okay.
I have mushrooms.
Oh, sweet. We should have a show like that. You can mail me some.
Or you just stop by. We saw each other today briefly. I was in the middle of a workout, so
you're all like, "Here's the stuff."
Run away! You're too close. You're too close, man.
I thought about wearing my mask, but I thought that'd be too weird. I mean,
yeah. I mean, for friends and family, I'm not wearing a fucking mask around.
Yeah. Speaking of which, before we get into something, I just want to mention something, and then we can stop talking about COVID. Roger Gracie recently recovered from COVID-19. He said that he got sick, and it's no joke. I guess his girlfriend or wife is sick now too, and it was a little rough. And that's a guy who's probably in pretty good health, and around our age makes me a little nervous, Matt.
The acai did not help?
No. Nope, he got pretty sick, and apparently he's on the mend, but it took about 10 days or so. So
yeah, I don't want to test out my body's immunity to it, so I'm going to try my best to not get it.
Same.
I think that's a good plan. You know,
like the HIV, you just don't want to get that.
No, but you do want to participate in anal sex with ladies,
definitely,
or guys if that's your flavor.
Okay,
I don't discriminate.
That's a different show, man.
That's right. So you want to talk UFC 249?
What UFC 249, Matt?
What happened? I was all psyched up. I thought we were having Gaethje Ferguson and a bunch of other shit.
Big Daddy Disney boss called Dana and was like, "Yeah, you're not going to be doing that." Nope, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and it came down from the fucking governor. Governor calls the head of Disney, and then the head of Disney and the head of ESPN called Dana White and say, "Stand down."
Stand down.
I'm kind of surprised that he went against them, because you would think it would be in their best interest to run events, because you need content. Here's the only sport, so it's kind of weird, but I'm conflicted here because I think the governor is a fucking pussy, and they should have just let it roll. But it's weird that he couldn't shut it down because it was on the fucking Native American. That sounds weird to say. I feel like I should be saying Indian. But the Native American fucking reservation or casino is where it was going to go down. And what? The governor's got no jurisdiction there? He couldn't shut it down that way, so we had to cry to Disney, "Oh, please shut the event down. It makes me look bad." Fuck you, you pussy. Now we're not going to have any fights. Thanks. But fucking then today, this stupid governor says he unveils a guide to lifting the state's coronavirus restrictions. So what is it? You're either in or you're out. I don't understand.
Well, I think what the point was is that it's too soon, and I think they're looking at slowly easing things back. Today there was a. Let me share this on MMA fighting. Can I share my screen with you?
Sure.
I cannot. It's not allowing me to do that.
You're on lockdown. Why?
Why is that?
Why can't you share a screen?
Share a screen. Oh, here we go. There we go. So UFC targeting possible May 9th return at a domestic location. Gotta love this picture of Dana. He's looking a little chubby in this photo.
Well, I think everybody is.
We're all looking a little chubby. But
Fuck,
yeah,
man.
they're talking about it's May 9th, which was the original date reserved for UFC 250 in Brazil. And it's just confirmed by multiple sources and saying it could be in California, Texas, or Florida.
Yeah, the Florida one, I'm trying to see here. Who the fuck tweeted that out? Let me go down. Someone was talking about basically, Mark Raimondi tweeted it out. He said, per memo, Florida has deemed employees at professional sports and media production with a national audience, including athletes, entertainers, production team, executive team, media team, and others as essential. So he's basically saying that the WWE is an essential business and opens the door for the UFC.
Well, they've still been holding events. That's the one thing I forgot about that. I was reading about that earlier in the week that they have the right. They recorded a bunch of events in a row, but they're still holding live events even now, and they've been exempt under some weird rule. So,
and they said one person did catch coronavirus. So,
oh, nice. Was it a wrestler?
They wouldn't disclose who, but it could have been. So, I mean, there are some risks. Obviously, you could take some precautions, and we'll play a little game here.
Okay.
So it's what precautions did the UFC have in place to keep everyone safe from the coronavirus at this event they're going to try to do on the 18th? So I'll read it, and you tell me what's real and what's fake.
Yes.
So only UFC and venue staff will be allowed inside the resort, and everyone will be subjected to advanced medical screening.
True.
Vodka enemas will be administered upon arrival to the event. I can't even fucking say it without sharing this. To make sure the fighter is clean both inside and out, like fucking liquid plumber. Maybe they should feed them liquid plumber. I hear that's safe.
I wish that was true, but that's false.
Yes. The number of doctors typically working UFC events will be doubled. And there will be a level 1 trauma center available during fight nights for those that will need medical attention after their bouts.
False.
That is true.
Oh.
Treadmills and portable saunas will be put in fighters' rooms, and an outdoor running track will be built in the resort so fighters can still train and cut weight during fight week.
True.
Housekeeping staff will be allowed to give blowjobs to any of the fighters and or donkeys that get in their way as a way to suck out any, I don't know what the plural of viruses is, viri.
I think it's viri.
Viri out. That should be true. But,
yeah, I think that's true.
Yes. The event is closed off to fans, but a small number of media will still be allowed to attend the show.
True.
Housekeeping staff, once again, won't be giving access to the rooms once a fighter is checked in. Baskets will be available outside the rooms for towels and other amenities they may need replaced.
True.
Fighters will be required to wear masks over their face and mouth before, during, and after fights. In fact, UFC will super glue the mask to the fighter's face to make sure they do not come off during said fight.
Definitely false.
Oh, that should be true. I've seen Jackass where they fucking... I don't think it was Jackass 3 that was just on the other day where they're fucking super gluing Bam Margera's hands to like his dad's Harry's chest and someone else's Harry's chest, and then he pulls them both off and he looks like a fucking wolf man because there's so much chest hair. Fucking disgusting.
Super disgusting.
UFC commentators will likely be in the same room but not directly against the octagon.
True.
Yep. Then the last one, or two, social distancing will still be implemented. They'll make sure there won't be more than 10 people in the same room.
True.
Tony Ferguson is still training for a fight on April 18th.
True.
That is true. He's still cutting weight. What the fuck is going on with that guy? But with all, go ahead.
Is that the reasoning?
What?
I'm gonna get my show money. Is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna make weight to make sure I get my show money. That's probably what's going on. He's a little off center.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, with the true things, do you think that was enough to hold a, in quotes, safe event?
No.
You're always against it. Why?
No, I mean, because you can't have practice safe social distancing when guys are fucking half naked wrestling and fighting, beating the shit, and there's blood everywhere, and guys are breathing all over. How can you?
It'll be fine. It'll all work out.
Yeah. What about the trainers? And there's so one guy that fights has multiple people he's in contact with on a regular basis.
Right.
So the chance of somebody getting some shit is pretty fucking high if somebody has it.
Aren't they testing? Didn't they not see that in there?
Look, I'm going to say something very controversial, but I don't give a fuck. I looked at the numbers today. Yeah. It's like 2 million people almost have been subjected to this thing, have tested positive. And we have like less than 100,000 deaths. We have 8 billion people almost on this planet. That's not a lot. I don't know what the fuck we're doing even. Like the whole thing is crazy to me. I don't understand. Nah, it's like 0.00001% of all people catch this thing or something, or die. I don't even know. If you look up deaths every year, like worldwide, there's like 20,000. There's at least 30 things that are more common, that are much more risky and deathly than this damn thing. I don't know what we're doing. We're stuck in our fucking house. Like, what is going on here? This is crazy.
Well, they're just trying to make us bitches. That's all.
Wolf tickets.
It is. I think like we need to go outside and go to places, because think about this as we digress.
It's gonna blow everybody that I see.
Fine.
Fucking COVID.
But think about when they do reopen stuff, just how hesitant people are even gonna be. So I mean, you're still looking at a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't want to catch this thing. I'm waiting for the antibody test because I feel like I've had it already. That'll make me feel better once I know. I feel like a lot of people have had it. I just think the whole thing is crazy. There's got to be a better way. They need to put an end to this. I miss you, man.
I know. What's going on? You should be sitting right there. I should be sitting over there.
That's weirdness. But yeah, I don't think it's enough. I think it's irresponsible too, because God forbid, like somebody gets that shit there, and then everybody's like infected from it. It's not good.
I'm okay with it.
That's a PR nightmare.
They'll work through it. I think the fighters know the risks. They could die from fucking cutting weight. They could die from the fight. They could die from the virus. I think you make the decision. You either take a chance or not. If I'm a fighter, I'm fucking fighting. I want to take that chance because I'm probably going to get some fucking hazard pay too on top of it.
They should get hazard pay.
Yeah, like Justin Gaethje, I don't even know what he would have made taking that fight on short notice against Ferguson.
A couple million probably.
Bank. And even just stepping up and not fighting, he probably got paid a healthy show, money bonus or whatever they want to call that. So I'm all for it. So moving forward, what the hell is the next event? Like when's this next thing supposed to happen here?
I think it's May 9th. That's what they're targeting.
Is that UFC 250?
Well, that was the original slated thing, but I don't know if that's what they're actually going to have. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens because the economic impact of everything hasn't really unfolded yet. And I wanted to mention something. I don't know if the UFC is owned by Endeavor. Like that's the umbrella company that owns a bunch of shit, that they're under. The UFC is doing okay, but that parent company has been downgraded to like really low status for a credit rating.
Yeah,
it's not good. Like when your daddy is out of money, that's bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this is going to affect things moving forward. Is there going to be pressure for them to get back? Is that why Dana's doing this?
That's why he's running like crazy. And I forgot what the stat was talking about how many events UFC needs to put on this year to get their full payment. Because I don't know if they come up short in events. I think we're talking about ESPN is going to pay them somewhere in the neighborhood of $750 million. But they have to put on a shit ton of events. Call it high 30s of events. So we may get to the point where the UFC is doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday night fights. As far as, yeah, you got blurry for a second. Now you're back in. He's in and he's out. He's wasted. This fucking guy's wasted. I move in. I move out.
Oh, the camera freaked out for a minute. That's weird that it does that.
Maybe it's because of the lighting. I don't know.
I don't know.
It'll all work out.
It's because we're sexy, Matt. That's why.
That's right.
It doesn't know what to do with it.
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy, it hurts.
That's right. So sexy, I didn't take a sheet. What?
You have a full beer. I'm very sad over here.
You can always get another one.
I could.
So when we're talking about UFC 250, they said tons of the Brazilian fighters, and I think it's 14 so far, they're having trouble getting visas, so they can't get out of Brazil. So Jose Aldo was supposed to have a title fight against Henry Cejudo, and now Aldo's out, and fucking Dominic Cruz is stepping in. I don't know. I think that's going to happen at UFC 250, but how long has fucking Cruz been out for? Like, that guy, when you talk about durability, like, he gets injured, he's out for 2 years. Comes back, has a fight, gets injured, he's out for 3 years or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He just keeps blowing shit out. So I really don't even think that fight's going to happen. And it's kind of unfortunate because I thought Aldo looked good in his last fight, dropping down a weight class, but getting a loss where I thought he won the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're doing this Fight Island, but you just lost every fighter from Brazil. It's fucked up.
That's not good.
No. So I don't know.
I think this ongoing because this shit's rolling through the world, right? So I think you're going to have ongoing issues with fighters not being able to go places because different parts of the world are going to be like locked down, and God knows what our president's going to do as far as locking travel down from other countries. I think this problem is going to not go away, and the Fight Island makes a whole lot of sense, especially if it's outside the jurisdiction of any national entity. Maybe it's a small country of its own that has one guy in charge that we can pay off or something.
Or they could just buy the whole fucking island so you have nobody in charge and bring in all your medical, or be close enough where you can. I'm almost thinking maybe it's off of the coast of Florida, because if Florida is willing to sanction some shit, you could still be domestic, but maybe there's some islands out there that you could just purchase. I'm sure the UFC doesn't give a fuck about money at this point, because you're thinking, we need to get that $750 million from ESPN. We got to fucking run some events. And how cool is it to have fucking Fight Island? Because Dana White was talking about it. He was talking to ESPN about Fight Island. He said, that's why I'm telling all my guys not to worry, because Fight Island is going to happen. All the infrastructure is being built right now and getting put in place. As we get closer to that, then I'll start figuring out booking fights, getting guys ready. Plus, I could ship guys over there earlier, and they can start training over there on the island. So once that's all in place, we're looking at like a month. I'll have that all put together, and guys can start training and go there. I'm sure people are going to be ready to get out of their houses in another month and go to an island somewhere and train. So,
So they're going to have live events that have crowds at this, or
no? Everything that's been talked about will have no crowd, and I think they're going to follow all those guidelines we talked about earlier, plus the vodka enema, and just try to keep everybody safe. That's what it's all about. Keep safe.
Fight safety,
right?
That seems backwards.
What if they had to have a fight, but you had to maintain social distance?
How would you do that?
It's called Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Romero.
Ah, okay. So they were trendsetters.
Yeah, ahead of their time.
Little did you know. Yes.
Just trying to play it safe, right?
Yes.
What else is going on in the world?
Well, Carlos Condit, our friend, is talking about making a return in 2020, and he wants money fights.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Another guy.
He's been on a losing streak.
Yeah, I was gonna say for a hot minute or three. He's
I'm
an
not sure.
exciting fighter.
He's exciting, but I'm not sure what kind of money fights we can expect from him. It's kind of a sad story because he was so exciting and so in the mix, and he was, pushing up against the belt and constantly just, really successful in WEC, came to UFC, was exciting to watch. Didn't he do like an Ultimate Fighter show, I think, right?
Yeah, remember, and they were following him around on like an Embedded or one of those shows. Remember, his wife was basically the one with the pants on the family, telling him, he's like, I think I'm done fighting. She's like, you're not fucking done fighting. You're going to get your ass out there. You're going to beat ass. You're going to get them fucking bullish checks. Mama needs a new pair of shoes, motherfucker.
It's like Tom Brady's wife. She's like, get back out there.
Yeah. You're not done. Go somewhere else and make like $1 quadrillion.
Yes. So I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I guess I'm lukewarm. I don't know. It's exciting. The idea of it sounds fun. It's kind of like smoking, right? Like,
what's that?
It looks cool, right? On TV,
kind?
Not smoking pole, like smoking. Like, they make it look sexy, like in the movies and shit. And then you actually try it and you're like, ugh.
It's no good.
It doesn't taste good.
Unless it's a cigar.
Cigar's good, yeah.
That's different, though. That's a 2-hour endeavor.
Maybe Carlos. See, I miss that too, being able to have like a cigar. You know what I mean?
We can have cigars. You can come over. We could sit in the backyard and social distance a little cigar smoke.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to that.
Okay. I'm not opposed to it either. When it gets a little warmer out.
I'm throwing out some options.
I like it. Okay. Keep that open.
Just maybe I should side note for Saturday, if you're available.
Saturday?
Are you available this Saturday or not?
I'm not sure. What time are you guys
I don't know yet.
Getting together? Okay.
I don't know. We'll take that offline.
We'll take it offline.
Yeah.
You're like, what's happening Saturday? So-and-so from Wisconsin was like, can I come over? Like, no.
Nothing's happening. Nothing. We're not getting together. We're not doing anything illegal. Let me pull up some stuff here. So what I like to do now is go back to the past. So I was looking back to 2014.
Can I grab a beer? I'll be literally.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 seconds.
All right, so I'm pulling up some blast from the past type of shit. So I went back to just about 6 years ago, April 13, 2014. Chael Sonnen talks about the fight on Tough. Let's see. He's talking about
fight again. Vanderlei Silva?
This is like when he was coaching Vanderlei, and Vanderlei like didn't get the fucking memo. And he says it ended up being a 2-on-1, and in that aspect, that was the most unfortunate part, said Sonnen. The whole thing is regrettable. Never should have happened. That's one of the deals with reality TV. You have a bad moment, you're caught. Everyone must have a bad moment. They go in their car, you yell, you turn on the radio and yell. In reality TV, if you have a bad moment, you're busted. And then what happened was the other knucklehead jumped in, and that was a crime. That's what it was. That was straight up illegal. Vanderlei is very difficult. I could tell you, working alongside him on The Ultimate Fighter was really the most I ever got to know him. And it was tough on a day-to-day basis. It was really tough. He really followed a gang mentality. The more people on his side, the tougher he got. I had to explain to him, I'm the bad guy, and you're supposed to be the good guy. But when you attempt to jump me, that's going to turn the people against you and for me, and I don't want to be the good guy. I had to drop the fourth curtain and explain this to him, and it didn't register. And then he just keeps going on and on. But like, you forget about these things, about that whole show and like the scenario. He's trying to set Vanderlei up, and Vanderlei is too CTE'd out of his mind. And I think that was shortly thereafter where he was doing the flashlight vids.
I will destroy you.
Like, what?
Come get me.
Yeah. And then remember, he was even talking about all the CTE he had. Like, oh, man, like, what's going on? This can't be good. Can't be good for anybody.
I am Vanderlei.
Oh, yeah, you should get that flashlight.
Hold on. Okay, it's weird with the headphones.
Yeah.
I will recreate your Vanderlei for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
am the Vanderlei. I will destroy you. You talk about my country, Brazil, I kill you.
Okay.
I remember he was talking about. I don't even remember what he was saying, but it was really crazy. But I remember there was that video of him and Chael in the cab or something, and Vanderlei basically was like, I will literally fucking kill you. And Chael was like, whoa, this guy he's not understanding what's happening. It's like I'm putting on a show and he thinks it's real. Like it's a whole crazy.
Yeah, he just didn't get the part of like selling fights, right? Like, here's what I need to do. This is the part I'm playing, and you need to play this part. And he's just like,
yes.
Fuck you, I want to kill you. I don't understand it. Like, I get it. You're a simple man. You like simple things. What is it?
Popcorn in my ass and butter in my mouth?
What? Popcorn in your ass and butter in your mouth? I might get a t-shirt. I like popcorn in my ass and butter in my mouth. I thought it was I like butter in my ass and hang on.
I have no idea what's going on. Oh, Jesus.
I like butter in my ass and popsicles in my mouth. I think that's the line. You want popcorn in your ass and butter in your mouth? Yes. I don't know what kind of scheiße you're into, Mr. Weigel. But I feel it's semi-illegal.
Illegal, maybe. Oh, man.
All right. Moving right along. So here's another story from back in the day. This was April 9th, 2014. Lorenzo Fertitta talks about UFC's new random drug testing.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah. He's talking about, let's see, We're talking about GSP was having an issue. And he says, I think it's going to be something that continues to happen. This is Lorenzo talking. On a pretty regular basis going forward. We've always tried to do whatever we can to embrace and encourage the commissions to test as much as they possibly can. Unfortunately, for most commissions, they're restrained from a budgetary standpoint. They just don't have the resources to handle random testing because there's a lot more that goes into how it's done. In order for the program to be successful, it truly needs to be random and it needs to be pretty in-depth. We have nothing to do with the testing other than they send us a bill to pay for it, and that's it. It's all done by third parties, all done the right way, blah, 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 to get the test. So that must have been right before we're implementing USADA, because I want to say it was in July, probably of that same year, like when all that shit happened. Reebok deal, USADA, getting rid of like sponsors and banners, and then the fucking Reebok uniforms and all that nonsense starts coming into play. Like, oh, that's right. I feel like that was probably when the sport turned, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they tried to corporatize it and make everything clean. Even the graphics, remember? They had all these cool
gray.
Like, oh, we're trying to streamline everything and fucking prison rape you in the ass gray kind of shit.
Yes.
What are you guys doing? Just stop. Go back to, this is a fucking freak show, and we need to just accept that.
Yes.
I think they got away from the roots. And, you know, going back to your earlier point about, you know, the endeavor is struggling, there's always been that thought in my background of the Fertittas may come back at some point and buy this shit on the cheap. And if shit keeps going down, but the problem is they also own all the casinos, right? Yes. So the casinos are struggling hard too, because you got no shit coming in unless you're doing stuff online. And I don't know if Vegas casinos are online.
Who the fuck is gambling right now in this time? That's crazy.
Right. I mean, people have problems, right?
Yeah.
Like, who's doing cocaine these days? People have problems. Or heroin.
How do you buy cocaine if you got to keep your social distance?
Well, some people aren't.
Fuckers.
So, I don't know. That's probably good for old news.
I like it.
You got any other stuff?
I think I'm tapped out for news on that. That's it.
Okay, let's do a little tweet of the week. So you're going to have 1, 2, looks like 3 choices.
Yeah.
Let's start. So this is a 2-parter. So Confused Sean tweeted out, he's tweeting a reply to John Jones. He says, but don't all of your actions reflect your character? So John replies, he says, yes, I guess my character gets too drunk when he drinks.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to allow that to outweigh all the awesome things about myself. Some people only focus on what they want, I guess. I focus on my good traits. That's probably the reason why I thrive every year.
Is he talking about himself in the third person as always a video game character of some sort?
Yes.
Okay.
Like he's playing Grand Theft Auto. I mean, that's what it feels like. This motherfucker's getting arrested every other weekend.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't even comment on that.
All right. Then MMA Roasted. He says, never trust a wrestler who doesn't have cauliflower ear. That's like trusting a prostitute who doesn't have torn up knees.
Ouch.
Yeah. And the last one comes from Spinning Backfist. He says, Tony Ferguson is the type of guy to cut weight for a fight canceled in the middle of a global pandemic.
True.
Yeah. Which one do you want to go with? I think you're leaning towards John Jones.
I think John Jones is a pretty good one.
Because I don't know, that guy's on something, man. He's just high life.
Next level shit.
Isn't he a good guy? Isn't he turning his life around? Isn't this just another test that God's putting before the man?
I told you 5 years ago this guy has not changed. And you're like, oh, he's reformed. He's
totally reformed.
Walk in the park with Ariel. They're all talking all serious. Remember that?
They're buddy.
And I'm like, this motherfucker did not change one iota. He's putting on a show. Go get your fans, John. Go get your fans.
Yeah, true. I don't know how that's working out for him. We'll see come its next fight. Do you want to check in on Paige Van Zandt, see what she's up to these days?
Yeah. What you got?
I'm telling you, she is so close to one step away from porn. So hang on, I gotta be careful here. Let's see where I open this. I gotta share a screen, but I gotta be careful. Hang on.
You got some nudity?
No, but this fucking website's being tricky as fuck here. Okay.
It's tricky.
So I'm gonna share a screen. So
I need like a sound effect app.
Tricky. Oh, I had one on my phone. I don't know if it's still around. We'd probably get banned. So apparently she's got a Cameo, and be careful. This might get super loud because I don't know if I can control the volume. So.
What's up, guys? It is Paige Van Zandt. I have officially joined Cameo, so go ahead and find me at cameo.com to book me for any shout-outs you want. Birthdays, anniversaries, or any funny questions or shout-outs you wish to hear. So book me now.
Well, that wasn't the video I heard earlier. There was another one where she was saying she'll basically do anything you want. Hang on.
$400?
Yeah. Oh, man. Maybe that's on her Twitter. I think that was a Twitter one.
Are you asking for a birthday gift, Matt?
No. But her Cameo, she looks like she just woke up out of bed. And if I'm going to pay $100, I feel like you need to be scantily clad.
Or at least do your hair and put some makeup on.
Yeah, because if you look her up on Cameo, it's not great. But for $100, and she's only giving you a 45-second message for $100. You can't put more into it for $100. You're worth you're paying $100 for a 1 minute or less message from her, which is fucking insane. Unless I get to see some fucking stuff.
Show your bush. Show you. I mean,
she has a full one. They're apparently on Dancing with the Stars.
Who said this?
Oh, there were pictures. Like she was doing a dance and like her skirt lifted up, and the business was shown.
Yeah.
God damn it! This is not working right. I may have to edit said thing because it's pulling up hashtags.
Hashtags.
Yeah. All right. Here's her account. Yeah. Hang on. This is the one I want. And I can control volume.
Mute himself and turn the video off and disappear for a few minutes.
Yeah, the screen's gonna. Like, what is that guy doing? Nothing. It'll all work out. Share screen. Paige Van Zandt land. Share with sound. This was the one I was looking for.
Give these, and you can hire me to send videos, birthday shout outs, inspirational messages, anything you want, I will say to all of your friends. I've done some really fun ones today, but it's awesome if you want to send, somebody needs like a little pick-me-up, I'll send a video shout out to them, or you can send birthday requests. So if you can't celebrate your birthday with somebody right now, you can send them a video from me. So you can pretty much hire me to send little videos of whatever you want. So swipe up on any of these. Feel free to hire me. You'll be supporting me because us athletes can't fight right now. And then also I'll be supporting you guys and all my fans because I can send videos and shout outs for you all during our quarantine. So let me know. Swipe up.
So is that porn?
She doesn't look very quarantined. She's like at some kind of gym working out.
She's making shit happen. She's still playing in the background for me. Hang on. I gotta shut her down.
Okay, that was extremely loud. You almost blew my
yeah,
ear.
I think I turned her down pretty low. Yeah, she was at like 10% volume on that. This screen share does weird shit.
It does.
So is she gonna fuck on camera or what? Because that's what I felt like it was happening. Because I tell you what, there's so many ladies that have like a fans only page these days. I feel like fighters should do it because they're getting a little desperate.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can see some stuff on the cheap.
Yeah, like $5
I feel like that's a fair price.
for 45 seconds, and maybe not. Maybe 20.
Well, depends what they're gonna do.
A 20 spot sounds fair.
Okay. Let's do some ass to nuts.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a sip.
Me too. Cheers.
Yeah. Woo. I need to get a clink sound.
My cat is back. He's like, what's happening here? What are you guys doing? I heard
fucking
Paige Van Zandt.
wasted.
He's a boy cat. He's like, I heard a little Paige Van Zandt. What's happening?
Oh, what's up?
Can I get a little something?
Like, how you doing? Well, astronauts, do you think they'll schedule Habib versus Ferguson for the 6th time?
Yes, in 2021.
Oh my God.
Spring 2021.
This is so ridiculous. This is by far. What's up, buddy? It's like, fuck this, I'm out. That guy's crazy.
He's being weird. I don't know. This is the whole thing. I mean, what else could go wrong at this point? I think they got to be able to do,
everything.
do this fight. One of them is going to contract the HIV.
Hopefully. You'll only find out afterwards.
Okay.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to go on record as saying, hopefully. No one should ever contract the HIV.
No. It has been eradicated in this country, mostly, I think.
Somewhat. Not Your Nun Stoned on Twitter asks, what knockout hurt you the most to watch as a fan of a fighter?
Oh, my gosh. Can you count the BJ Penn GSP beating?
Sure.
That was pretty bad. That was a TKO, right? Or a towel throw? I don't know what you call that.
Towel throw.
It was pretty bad. That one hurt.
Savage, yeah.
That one hurt me a lot. Yeah, probably that one. I don't know.
Rich Franklin, Anderson Silva 1.
Ooh,
Rich Franklin, Anderson Silva 2. Just from Rich Franklin being one of my favorite fighters and getting just absolutely destroyed and his fucking nose like
bad.
displaced over his left shoulder. It's always a southpaw. Whenever he fought a southpaw. Bad news.
I get like that.
And then I think the other one that just hurt me watching and hurt my neck physically was Ngannou versus Alistair Overeem.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty
With
bad.
that fucking uppercut and I think I dislocated my neck just watching that goddamn fight.
That was pretty bad.
Next question. XFL filed for bankruptcy. So
Shocking.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. It was a tough sport and not go into it with probably a lot of funding. And then I also read a bunch of colleges are canceling some of their sports programs now because of lack of funding. So do you think any fight leagues are going to go out of business from this?
I think there's going to be a trickle-down effect and chain reaction. I don't know who's going to go next, but I can't see them all surviving. There's schools, colleges talking about not doing in-person classes until 2021 now because they're thinking that even in the fall, this shit might not be 100% safe. So
that's fucking stupid. Because I think all these young kids can handle it a lot better than everybody else that's older. Because I haven't heard of
agree.
anybody that's under 30 that has struggled with it. And I could be wrong, but
Well, unless they have like the only people if they have like a million,
right.
pre-existing conditions or
Like if
whatever.
you're
But
2'1", diabetic, have a 5-foot dick, things that require blood.
5-foot dick. That's a big dick.
I know.
I don't know.
You get an erection, you pass out, kind of shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think these smaller things will disappear.
Yeah.
And
All the feeder
chain
leagues.
reaction.
Yeah.
So you'll have these fighters that can't fight anymore. And where are they going to go? UFC? Are they going to go to Bellator? They're going to go nowhere? Is there going to be new leagues?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think UFC is fine. I think Bellator is fine. I heard a rumor. I don't remember if it was ONE FC or Ryzen. One of those two was struggling. It might have been Ryzen.
Yeah.
But, like, what about the tier down from that? What about, like, an Invicta or a Cage Warriors or some of these other offshoots?
Mm-hmm.
They may be out of business. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
Darren Rovell on Twitter asked this question. He said, okay, let's mimic the same poll here and see what we get. If sports were to resume play later this year, but before a vaccine for coronavirus is developed, would you feel safe attending a game? So I'm going to ask you that question, and then we'll go over the results. So the options are safe, I would go, only with social distancing, wouldn't go, and need more time to decide. So this is about if sports come back and there's no vaccine, would you feel safe attending a game? Safe, I would go. It's number one. Number two is only with social distancing. 3 is wouldn't go. And 4, need more time to decide. Where do you fall on said spectrum?
I would say need more time to decide. I'm in that fence of fuck it. I don't want to let this shit dictate my life, and I don't know enough about it yet, and I don't think anyone really does to know for sure if I catch this shit, like, am I going to survive? So I need more time.
I hear you. I'm not going.
You're not going?
I'm out. I'm out.
But you don't go anywhere. That's.
But no, I got a couple of the conditions, so I got a couple of issues. So
good point. Fair enough.
I need to be a little safe. But 39.6% went with safe, I would go. The next biggest thing is 30.6% said wouldn't go. 19.7% said need more time to decide. And then 10.1% was only with social distancing. So basically you have around 40% are going. Everyone else is not. So 40%, and then you're keeping social distancing. So if you add that in, you got 50% are going with social distancing.
Okay. I mean,
and that's with 37,000 people voting.
Okay. Well, I don't really go to a lot of sporting events, but I'm thinking more like concerts, which I love to go to.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of leery about going to a concert for the time being until we know for sure, like.
Yeah, testing, vaccines, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Which
is a sad thing.
So yeah, it's not. Oh fuck! Did I share this picture earlier? Hang on. As I'm going back through my fucking stuff here, I feel like I missed something earlier.
I saw that earlier in the week. This is like the anniversary of that or something, isn't it? Recently,
as shoot as it gets, it could be. Mickey Mouse KOing Dana White, and you know what? It reminded me of Michael Bisping as Caillou.
God, that was bad.
Yeah.
And then he came back and won the belt. What a crazy ass sport, man.
Oh, what a lucky bastard. That's all I'll say about that. So
he's a lucky cunt. A cunty bastard.
That's true. So this next spot, I gotta blow this up. This is at former meme not you asked, what level of Nick Cage best describes how you're dealing with quarantine? So where do you fall on said spectrum?
3.
You're losing your shit?
I'm losing my shit.
Oh my god.
It's bad. It's not good. It isn't pretty. 9 is ridiculous. What the fuck is that? What the fuck
I
is
don't know.
that?
He's got a bozo vibe. Bozo the clown. You're in the
This is creepy.
Chicagoland areas. I'm kind of feeling like number 4 right now. I feel like Yoda, but fat. Fat Yoda.
Good for you. So really number 7 and number 4 combined.
Yeah, maybe a little of that.
Okay.
All right, moving right along. Let's go to next question. MMA Mania says you can only wear one ugly Extreme Couture t-shirt, and this is past. It came earlier. It says for Easter. He says pick one. And let me pull this up here.
Okay.
I forgot how hideous the fucking shirts were back in the day.
Oh, good Lord. Okay. The blue one, bottom right corner, that looks least menacing.
I'm with you, number 6. And I think my second option is probably number 5.
Yep.
But those
like
have that
skulls and shit on them.
Remember, and they were all about like how much bullshit can we jam on a t-shirt? Like, skull. It feels like what the fuck? Oh, the new UFC website. Yes. Like, let's use every fucking technique we can. Fuck speed, and just put it all in there. Oh, okay, fucking retards. You can't say that, Ingo. You can't say that shit.
You can't say that word.
Yeah, well, that's in. Watch the movie Slapshot, kids. You get all that. You get faggot, retard. There's some Nazi symbolism.
Is that you think what age is that movie appropriate for? Do you think?
Well, I just watched it with my 18-year-old daughter, but I also watched South Park the movie with her. I think when she turned 16.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I don't remember this being as aggressive. And what was the other movie I watched with her? Bad Grandpa with Johnny Knoxville.
Okay.
She was way younger.
Because I'm like that dad with my kids that watches the movies probably 5 years too soon. Like before
I'm also the crazy one too. That I was letting them watch UFC. Like, how old are you? 3? Watch some fights with me. Get in here. Let's beat some ass. Then I'm playing a UFC game with my youngest daughter when we were getting the fucking sample ones. I'm like, come on, fuck it. Let's beat this shit out of Ronda Rousey. I'll be Misha Tate. You be Ronda Rousey. I'm gonna beat your ass. Yeah. So, I have no fucking filter for that shit. So, this is what it is. And then Rodrigo Machado will close it out. It's time. # Nuts Rule. # Matt Rape Train. # Ingo Sugar Daddy. Once again, I want to ask you guys some existential and philosophical questions. If judgment is for God, why do we pass judgment?
Because we're flawed people. Human beings are flawed and mean.
Flaws are good, right? You don't want perfect. I don't like perfect.
Oh, yeah, no.
Perfect is fucked.
Agreed.
Can religious beliefs affect scientific thinking?
Yes.
How so?
I don't know. I think it might make you cloud your judgment towards certain things.
Well, I feel like some people that are super religious don't understand what science is.
True, but I feel like the two are very connected in a lot of ways. The religion and science, and people fail to see that, like how connected this stuff is, you know. So, I don't know. I'm not scientific or super religious, so, you know.
I'm into the science, not so much into religion.
I'm more like into the Zen, Matt. My goal is to levitate when I'm 60.
Sweet, I can help you with that.
Yeah.
I would probably throw you for like a 5-yard loss.
Okay, perfect.
We should start our own football league.
Okay.
It's the MFL, Ingo.
That sounds beautiful. What's the MFL?
Matt's fucking league or something. I don't care. Whatever you want it to be.
What kind of rules are we talking here?
It's no holes barred.
Where you win
combination porn.
It's totally rigged. Matt wins every time.
Fucking fighting, feasting,
and eating.
Yes,
not sleeping.
All the F's
and drinking. Feasting is good.
Cigar smoking.
Okay.
Are cigar stores open? Because I feel like I need cigars.
It sounds delicious to smoke a cigar. At the same time, it also sounds dangerous maybe for your health. I don't know.
I feel like we should push the envelope a little bit.
Like, for example, is it safe to vaporize? Is it safe to smoke a joint? Like, are all those things safe?
Well, they're claiming you probably shouldn't smoke, and it's debatable on vaping, but I think you're fine as long as you're being safe when you go out. If you're wearing a mask, who gives a fuck?
As long as I don't inhale, it's all good.
Yeah. If you're Bill Clinton, then that shit. If you're fucking like getting blowjobs and spewing all over a lady's dress, it'll all work out.
Perfect.
That's what it's all about.
All right.
Will a world without reliance on modern technology make any progress?
No.
I agree.
We are slaves to our technology.
We're slaves to the grind.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Skid Row when you need them? Woo!
16 in life, baby.
That's right. Youth Gone Wild. Season number 2, episode number 2. This ain't no place for a hero, Ingo. Part number 1. Woo! Hang on.
I'm holding out for a hero, Matt.
I always am.
Was that Tina
Turner?
Turner?
Are you Beyond the Thunderdome?
Is that Tina Turner?
Yeah, we don't need another hero.
Oh, that's a different song.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm holding out for a hero.
That was like an 80s. Fuck, I couldn't even tell you. That was like one of those offbeat broads.
Yeah.
So this episode starts with you guys riding your horses, chasing a huge white dragon. I always am chasing the dragon. But this is in the middle of a city, and he flies on top. Ingo goes on top of his horse, and using his inhuman speed, he's able to jump and climb into the roofs with parkour style.
Parkour style.
Goddamn right. Matt stops his horse and sees near the dock a giant ship anchor. He goes to it and politely, as he asks the owner, may I borrow this? Oh, sorry. May I borrow this? The owner, confused, sure. Matt swings the anchor. He's a swinger. It flies and attaches to the tail of the dragon. Matt goes flying to the air, holding the anchor, saying, sheet. Meanwhile, Ingo is jumping from roof to roof as he watches Matt fly to the sky. Ingo tells Matt, wait for me, before he makes a huge jump from the last roof to the dragon's back. You guys are flying in the air and on the ground. The Wild Hunt, Cyborg, Gina Carano, Paige Van Zant, Ronda Rousey, and Valerie Laredo are watching you guys work, betting on which one of you guys is going to die first doing this.
Wow.
Yeah. As Ingo is stuck to the dragon's back, he grabs his goddamn bastard sword.
Yeah.
I had the goddamn in there because I felt like it needed it. Ignites it with fire! Fire! And sticks it to the creature's spine. Wow. Nice. It yells terrible moans of pain. Nice. I feel like is that a dragon orgasm or what?
I don't know.
Now I lost my place. Oh, Matt uses his electricity to create a static field on his feet and forces it with strength to hold on to the dragon on the ground as he sticks his feet on the floor and forces it with strength to hold on. Oh, so I'm reading the same line 3 times. Sticks his feet on the floor and forced you guys are flying above. Ingo uses his inhuman speed and delivers multiple blows to the dragon. Yeah, thanks.
That was kind of
Oh, shit. He's leaving him vulnerable enough to fall on his back, and Matt grabs his neck. Whose neck am I grabbing?
I have no idea.
I feel like this could take a turn south. Like, south. With Ingo, help snap it and killing the dragon. Oh, we killed the dragon. It was the dragon's neck. Okay. Perfect. As you guys kill the dragon, Ingo grabs a beer and drinks it. Matt lights a cigar and says, same shit, different day. As the Wild Hunt approaches, you guys continue.
Wow.
It's a lot of work. Like, I'm so spent from, like...
We've done a lot. I feel like I need a nap is what I need.
Yeah, I feel like I hurt my something. Like my spleen. My spleen!
I think I'm gonna keep chugging beers, and Paige Van Zandt is gonna arrive on a white horse,
Nice,
naked.
Yeah, it's a male horse.
Bush. It's a giant bush. I'm talking like epic size bush.
Like,
you
I
can
was gonna
smell
say
her a mile away.
Even better.
The wafting scent of her bush is just permeating the area, and we fall into a trance, and we both like pass out and go into a deep sleep and have dreams.
Like we're on mushrooms, tripping balls.
What are you dreaming about?
Alien worlds and geometry. Mostly geometry. I'm doing trigonomics and economics and things that I might be voguing with Madonna and Wayne's World. We might be doing things and framing pictures. I feel like I should be building doghouse. I'm building a treehouse in my dream. We can fit 3 people. And that is all.
Okay.
Let's do a little Fuck, Marry, Kill. Celebrity Edition number 87. Adult Adventures number 23.
I just have no idea if these numbers mean anything. I
feel like I could be getting tricked every week. And that's fine. I got to trust. Rodrigo, you got your shit together.
Trust but verify is what they say.
We're starting with Samantha Ryan.
I like that. Hold on a second. Damn.
Okay. And then we're going to go to Savannah Stern.
Hold on a second. Savannah Stern. I lost you. That's all right. She looks a little trashy.
I still like it. It's tight.
Okay.
She's got a good couch.
She has a good cow, she says. Okay.
And probably not hers. And then Shyla Styles.
Okay. I think we're banging that one. We're killing the one in the middle. I'm going to marry the first one. What's her name? Okay. Samantha Ryan?
I think so. So I'm going to kill this last one. I'm going to bang this Savannah. And I agree I would marry Samantha Ryan.
I mean, that's just
a whole lot of dirty.
Naughty America. Interesting.
Yeah. Sure, that's not a copyright strike. And, by the way, you know, I like to upload our videos to Facebook, too. They would not let me put an ad on our last video because they said it had adult content, nudity, and it was just fuck, marry, kill bitches. They didn't like, because we doubled up on them, so they must have caught wind of that. Like, I'm smelling a quafting of like Paige Van Zandt Bush, and no go. So I had to re-edit the video. I had to pull it down, shoot it up with no fuck, marry, kill on the Facebook side. So fuck those guys.
I agree. Fuck
them. They're such Nancy's when it comes to that shit.
Pussies.
They might as well be fucking governor of California at that rate.
Pussies.
Let's go with some knowledge. What did you watch this past week, and was anything good?
Yes, I don't know if I said this last week, but I got turned on to House of Cards on Netflix by a friend, and I'm really liking it. It's. I know Kevin Spacey's got that whole like pedophile thing that happened.
Oh yeah, you briefly mentioned that last week because I remember talking about him.
But it's really good. I watched the first season completely. It's if you're at all into like dialogue-y shows where there's a lot of like weird characters everybody's trying. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, but in Washington in a way, without killing.
And dragons and zombies and
maybe there's some killing,
magic,
and there isn't really nudity, but it's just a really interesting show. How all the characters, everyone's like fucking everybody, and it's just like not literally, but you know, trying to fuck everybody over,
like kids and little boys.
Like okay. I like it a lot. I think it's worth a watch if you haven't seen it. But I'm not a big TV watcher. I'm finding it difficult. Like I'm struggling. Like I watch too many shows, but then I like don't like it, but then I like it. It's such a weird feeling.
I'm with you. I give up on shit real easy now. Yes. I don't know what it is. I have a hard time watching new shit and getting into it.
Okay.
So I watched some of Tiger King this week.
Did you not like it?
Couldn't get into it. I see that, I recognize the train wreck. And I go, there's a train wreck. I just can't get on board. Can't get on board on this train. So like my family's watching it. And then I'll randomly walk in, sit down, and go, look at that shit.
Pretty amazing.
That bitch did kill her husband, though. That bitch did kill her husband. I'm in with that.
For sure.
And she's crying wolf now, going, God damn it, people are flying drones over my house or sending me death threats. Well, guilty as guilty does, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think the key to all that shit was, didn't she have a brother on the police force? So
yes, something like that.
come on. It's fucking...
The whole thing is very strange.
I think they actually reopened that investigation, so...
They did. They're making more episodes, I think, to try to take a look at all that.
If it's number one, I mean, it's number one for a reason.
Yeah.
People are into it. The other movie I watched was Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, shit, yeah.
That was
a good one.
For me. I gave it a 6. I mean, I give or take. I'm very hard on my scores, by the way. This week wasn't good for movies.
No?
But the other one I watched was Frozen 2. And that gets my highest marks.
Oh, really?
If they had less singing, it would have been a 7.
It was a decent. The singing was worse this time, I thought.
Yeah, the story is actually good, but the singing killed it. So I would have given it a 7 out of 10. But
I feel like the songs were not hits.
No, I agree.
Not like the first one. Oh, I forgot. I watched Sonic the Hedgehog.
How was that?
It was
good.
good.
That had a dipshit in it, though. That ruins the movie for me.
The dipshit? Oh, Jim Carrey?
No, wasn't Henry... What's that fucking guy who played Superman? Wasn't he in that movie?
No, he was not.
Okay.
That's a funny one. I don't know. Some guy. I don't know. He looks.
He's in The Witcher. He ruined The Witcher for me on that.
It's not him. That's not him.
Okay. So that one.
I think Sonic is worth a watch. Yeah, it's a fun, cool, like family movie, but the CGI is done really well and it's pretty funny. And then Jim Carrey is Jim Carrey. He just plays like the mad scientist, evil guy really well. So
gotcha.
I recommend that one. I forgot about that. The kids really liked it. So.
That was the other question I was going to ask you. What were we talking about? Frozen 2.
Sorry.
Jim Carrey. Oh, did you watch The Witcher on Netflix?
I keep watching the previews and it just doesn't sound interesting to me.
Yeah.
I thought you said it's no good.
It could be, but I can't get past the guy who played Superman being The Witcher. And that's what I struggle with, because I think he's a shit actor. Because he was in one of the Mission Impossibles, and he's a shit actor in that, too. That guy is just a shit actor. Whoever he is.
Maybe you just don't like his face.
I don't like to shit on people, but fuck that guy and everything he's ever acted in.
Okay, fair enough.
Moving right along. That's all I got. We can shut it down.
Well, all right, that's been this week's edition of MMA Nuts, quarantine style. We'll be back next week.
Coronavirus!
Hopefully.
It's coming to get us!
If I catch this shit and I'm on a ventilator, I expect my laptop to be there. I will do the show.
Damn right. It'll all work out.
Yes, with beer.
Yeah. And ladies servicing.
Perfect. All right. And then Zingo Waggle.
Matt Griffith, thanks for playing.